So when we think about love, the willingness to stretch, even like you're talking about our Greenlight participants, clients, survivors, they're stretching themselves. So when I think about that stretching, coming to someone, to say I've been hurt, to say I need help, that's a stretch because they want to grow. And when I think about light, I actually have a light bulb on my hand. And I think about the light that we have to be so that others can also be their own light as well.
Love and light is the perfect descriptor for this program. There is so much love and compassion and passion that occurs every day between clinicians and the students. Not to mention our program coordinator, who is tireless in her work all over the city and suburbs to get the word out that help is available to bring students into the light.
I think the thing that stuck out to me the most was the model of the care. So it's so amazing to me that they pair students with private practice therapists, and it just creates such a better experience, and it lets students have a place that's safe. Like sometimes, especially because the sexual assault could have occurred on campus, campus is not always the place you want to go to get care. So it's really nice to have that availability, and it can be close to their home, and it's just such a better experience.
Our practice owner told me about this opportunity to work with student survivors, and it felt very important. Having been on the university side and as a mandated reporter, just seeing how prolific sexual assault is and how dramatically it can shape the trajectory of a young person's life, their educational experience, and how disruptive the trauma can be, it felt very important to get involved.
It's kind of the goal of the first session is to get them to come back because, it's 1 hour. And so we're not going to get a lot done if they don't come back. Greenlight offers clients 20 sessions, which is unbelievable and fantastic. And I don't know other programs like that because that is a good amount of sessions. Maybe it's not enough for some people, but it is such a good amount of sessions that I really focus on in that first session when people come to see me is that they feel that they can trust me and that they feel maybe not even hopeful, maybe that's too high to aim, but they feel willing to come back and do some work with me.
A lot of times people who have experienced trauma do go into that headspace, right? Because it's the safest space. Our bodies and our feelings don't feel as safe. So it does take time and it does take patience. And I think for me, the biggest thing that I've found to be helpful has been really being able to sit in silence as well as shifting into other things, right? So if there is a specific movement or breath technique that can be helpful to ground enough, I think that can help.
I really like to remind survivors of trauma or people who have experienced trauma that things like their warmth and their smile and their humor can't be taken away, and that they can still dance and they can still be vibrant and chase their goals. And people who have experienced traumatic situations forget that sometimes. And even just saying that sometimes will just bring color to the face and the smile and, oh yeah, maybe I am tougher. Maybe it felt like everything is different afterwards, but there are a lot of parts of me that are still the same.
One of the phrases that I use a lot with our team and with our clients is that flowers grow in really hard stuff. And so to help a client really be future oriented is really to help them realize that there are a lot of amazing seeds that already exist inside them. And so even if something really horrendous or difficult has happened in their life, we don't actually have to wipe that away to build their potential. What we're trying to do is process through that and to plant what they already have in them.
I want you to look back at this time and this experience with me and at this part in this juncture in your life as a time of empowerment, because you were you already are empowered because you picked up the phone and you called Greenlight. You said, I need help. And that is, many people don't do that. And because you did that, it's already inside of you. The courage, the strength, the power to reclaim your life, reclaim your body, and reclaim your personal narrative that this is something that happened to me and it's not going to define me.
The way I feel about our therapists is incredibly grateful. I have huge respect for them because they understand that this is the kind of problem that really needs attention, and they're willing to give a good part of what they would earn if they were collecting through insurance or through a full paying client in order to help these survivors. And that's a altruistic and wonderful thing. The fact that there are 40 people who are willing to do that means that in the field it's recognized that this is really important work. It's demanding work, but important work. And I just could never say enough great things about the therapists.